This episode was trash. There was nothing X Factor about this episode. Trash, 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 trash. Hi, my name is Miss Iffy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and comment below. Do you think Jasmine's pregnant? Because I definitely think she is. So, let's get on with episode 4, season 4 of Put a Ring on It. Yes. So, first, let's have a discussion about Jashaya and Joya. To be honest with you, I find this couple very boring. There is nothing about them that we know other than they're just here to give us a show. Trying to figure out why they're here. Because all they do is just score points against each other. All they do is just wind each other up. And to be honest with you, that doesn't even work with each other because they don't get wind up. They just make a mental no, and then it's like, oh, let me think. Okay, well, you did this on this date, so let me go on my date, and I'm going to do 2 times more than what you did. That's all they do. He went on a date with Brittany, and Brittany, very beautiful lady, but I feel like she had no self-awareness. I think I dislike the word boss lady. It's been overused and abused, and she would properly describe herself as a boss lady, right? She was flirting with him. Again, she cannot read the room. You can see at the beginning he was very reserved. You can see in his body language he wasn't interested. Yes, she's beautiful. Yes, she's attractive, but she's not his type, even though he tried to tell us that. He said if he was single, he would hang out with her. Therefore, my point about that he doesn't find her attractive. I don't think he would take her serious even if he was single. It would probably be a mate. Anyway, so they go on a candle making date. She was flirting with him. Again, she wasn't reading the room. He wasn't flirting back. He wasn't giving her much. She was in the lead of this date. She took control of it. And yeah, the end, he got comfortable. And she tried to flirt with him even more by trying to play with his beard and saying how she likes a man with beard and whatever nonsense. And yeah, and then he go back home and she gave him a candle, the candle she made for him, and he made one for her during the date, which is what was the activity for. And here comes Joya. I don't think I would allow any woman to be making him a candle and call him the L and put X on it. Experiment. I think that's what she called, or experience. That's what she named the candle for him. And she was like, sitting there on the bed, making notes of, oh, you did this on your date. Okay, I wonder what I'm going to do on my date next week. You did that. Exactly. She's so childish. These two are so childish. Anyway, enough about them. Let's get to Ricky. Ricky sat down with Dr. Johnson and told her that how his date with his ex-wife was very helpful for his relationship. They realized that they need to set a boundary and that he learned from that experience. And everybody was like, oh, well done. Ricky, stop lying. So why are you lying to us? Yeah? We already know that's not what happened on a date. All you did on a date is talk about your relationship and your girlfriend to your ex-wife. That's all you did, Lala. Yeah? There was no boundary, there's no nothing. So stop it. You know, I'm not buying it. I am not buying what Ricky's selling anymore, okay? Ricky came across like a broken man at the beginning. Okay? He might be still broken, but boy, is he playing Catherine. Catherine, Ricky's not your man. Catherine, what you should really have done was to tell Ricky after he came out from his marriage to go and heal before he came back to you. Like, also as a woman, don't you question yourself and say, look, do you know what? I dated this guy 10 years ago. He wasn't moving mountains for me then. Yeah? And now he's not going to do it either, love. He didn't move then for you. Yeah? And then got married, had a kid. And now you're living with him and his family. Come on, Catherine, wake up, girl. Yeah? He goes on a second date with his previous date, the redhead girl, the Caribbean redhead girl. She's constantly keep on telling us, I'm from Haiti or wherever she's from. Yeah. Come on, man. Come up with a better chat up line than that. It's like same reused. Felt like I was watching the same as the first date. Yeah. No substance. A bit more flirtation though. And then Ricky, here comes Ricky again. In the confession room, yeah, you know, I gotta careful what I do on a date because I'm more concerned about Catherine's feelings and her insecurity. No, sir. What you should be really concerned is disrespecting your relationship. Because you have no freaking respect for your relationship right now, Ricky. Okay? All you keep on telling every time is Catherine's insecurity. Catherine's this, Catherine's that. Take a freaking accountability for your actions. Anyway, moving on. We meet the new couple, Zay and Jasmine. Jasmine is pregnant. Sorry. And Owen doesn't have the budget to go in and get a double body for her. Yeah? So that's why they're just showing us her back. And if they show the front, they're just showing it from here onwards. But what they don't realize, especially when she's sitting in a confession, you can see her belly rolling like this. Okay? A woman who's pregnant, yeah? Yeah? When the belly is like this, we already know. So at least she's 4 or 5 months pregnant. She's a very petite lady. And you can see her facial. Like literally, you can always tell when a woman's pregnant of how she's glowing naturally. Yeah? Like the cheeks, yeah. Her arms. She is. So this too, he slid into the DMs and they went on holiday on their first date to Cancun. He was going away with his cousin. He invited her and that was it. And during that date, which is what should be the red flag, yeah? During on that holiday, he got drunk and started flirting with another girl in front of her. And then had the cheek to say that, oh yeah, you know, let's blame it on alcohol. I was like, this is not freaking T-Pain's song. Hey, hello, wake up. You're not in the T-Pain's music video, darling. Grow up. Oh yeah, I had 32 shots. Yeah, there's a what did you call it? There's alias in me. 32 shots. Why are you lying? Why are you lying, sir? There is no way you had 32 shots. Okay? You'll be on the floor. Yeah? A big bottle of rum does not even contain 32. And there is no way you could have had a bottle of rum or bottle of Kvazi or whatever. It's not possible, sir. Okay? Maybe you had one of those watered down alcohol. But anyway, who cares? He's a very childish and everybody thought it was funny. It was not funny. Drink responsibly. Okay? That is, that's not cute. So, slide on the DMs. They go to Cancun, and then she got hooked up on that high-end lifestyle. The material nonsense. And here she is now, 3 years later. He gave her a promise ring on her birthday. She thought he was proposing, but no. Oh, yeah. Oops. She goes on a date with a guy called Jeremy. Production. People who organizing on dates. Why are you giving us like these guys? Like, why can you I feel like everybody is hired and here to appear on the show, yeah, for followers. Yeah, they're like, literally, the whole process is about 3 couples who are in a relationship. One wants to get married, one doesn't want to get married. Okay? In the whole experiment, they go through their trial, they go on dates with other people, they learn things that they can reflect in their relationship. What was Jasmine about to reflect on this date? Yeah? What was this about? Because Catherine was set up to go on a date with Jeremy. Jeremy looked like that action figure, man. Okay? Yeah? But it reminded me of that childhood. You see, when you go to see, like, you've got the action man figure, but the kid took the head off, and all you can see is the body and the muscles. That's exactly what this guy was. I was looking at him and I was like, oh, I just want to put a bag over his head. With that tight shirt that looked like it was 3 times smaller. 3 sizes smaller. What is wrong with you, sir? This date was waste of our time. It was waste of Jasmine's time. Okay? Because the guy was exactly like her partner. He was into his nightlife. He was a personal trainer. He was walking red flags. Walking red flags. Yeah? Her partner is already, her boyfriend of 3 years is already into, he works in a nightlife. And then she goes on a date, guy exactly like her, like him. No substance, no nothing. That's just, let's just flash that date on the toilet. Because that's what it deserves. Come on, own. Like, if you take the process very seriously, set these women and men with people who's opposite, people who are what they're looking for in a partner, so they can reflect of what is missing in their relationship. Freaking hell, come on. And yeah, Jeremy, honestly, it just reminded me, see, when you wake up in the morning, you're like, when you go on a date with a guy, you're like, oh my God, I just would, and somebody asks you, would you? And you're like, yeah, I would if I put a bag over his head. Yeah, sorry, Jeremy. He was there for the Instagram follows. And stop freaking hiring these people who's only here to promote themselves. They're not here to go on a proper date and be like organic. So these couples can look into it and say, oh my God, what am I missing? What is my partner all right? Like, what was Jasmine about to compare? It was the same thing. It was literally what she had at home is what you presented her. Except this one was like 10 times more walking red flags, talking about, I want to become a butler, naked butler. Oh, please. She's already got smooth talking, like man who's already got her hooked from day one. And then you present her exactly the same. Come on. Well, anyway. Oh, they sit down with Dr. Johnson. And again, Jasmine, I really like you. But this nonsense of, I'm controlling and I'm aggressive because I'm from New York, Brooklyn. That's nonsense. You're in your 30s, grow up. Don't start blaming on your problems based on your environment. And not everybody who's from Brooklyn is aggressive and controlling. Like, come on, fix your behavior, which is what you hear for the show, and stop with the stereotype nonsense. Oh yeah, I'm from this is why I'm aggressive. Oh yeah, I'm from this is why I'm emotional. No, take accountability for your problems. Like, work on yourself. Like, come on, stop it. Okay? And this guy, Zaya, is a trash. He is a trash. She's sitting there and says their biggest problem is his friends. His friend told her that he would slap her. Can you believe it? His childhood friend. The audacity your friend has to tell that to your friend, to your missus. You both belong in a flashing down toilet. Yeah, that's what you and your friends, man. That is ridiculous, Zaya. You think it's funny. She's there emotionally crying. And this guy just thinks, yeah. Yeah, he says, oh, well, I had a word with my friend and his friend apologized to me. I'm like, sir, hello. He should be apologizing to your missus. Like, Jasmine, if I was her, there's no way that man would step to my home 2 feet on my front yard. I would call the police on him. Like, if he comes to even nowhere near my house. Like, this guy thinks just because he apologized, it's acceptable. No, it's not. He needs to apologize to your missus. Your girlfriend doesn't feel safe in the environment of being around your friends because of this friend. And you'll think it's okay because he apologized to you, and also this is your childhood, somebody you grew up with. Therefore, it's acceptable? That's not acceptable. It is not acceptable. So grow up, old man. Well, that's it for this episode. Like I said, it was very boring. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry this review is very delayed. I was away on an Easter break, had a 4 days in Cornwall. Yeah, check it out, the pictures. I'll put some on the end of this video. Thank you very much. Bye. See you next week.